Hi, welcome back to Airsoft Action TV. I'm Tom Anvil Hibberd, and in this episode we're going to talk about packing for a Milsim, a Battlesim, a Filmsim. This weekend I'm going to Brit-Tacs OP LOS ZETAS game at Camp Sparta in Lincolnshire, and I just thought I'd take you guys through what I've packed for the whole weekend. So I've got my main Bergen, which I'm going to almost live and eat out of. I've got my day sack, which currently has my fighting order in. Some of this kit's going to go into there. My helmet. And I've got my weapons case. So what I'll do now is take you through each individual item and show you what I've packed for the weekend. Okay, so we'll probably have the dogs joining us in a minute as they get a bit excited because I'm at home today, not in the studio. But this is my Bergen. It's a Berghaus Cyclops. Great pack. I got this second hand, but it's done me proud over a number of years. Really like it. So as I said, in here I pretty much got my sleeping kit, my clothes, my food, and then at the top I've got some other items which currently don't fit in my day sack, but I'll be transferring once the game is on. In this game that I'm going to, we're sleeping in the safe area and we're moving to a forward operating base in the day. Now it's only a short walk, quarter of a mile, half a mile. But it's always worthwhile checking with the brief that the organisers have given you to make sure you understand where you are. In some games you'll be sleeping in the field, some games you'll be sleeping in the safe zone, some games you'll be sleeping right out in the open. So you need to understand what it is that you need to take for each of those games. So for this one, we're sleeping in the safe zone, we're under cover, which has affected what I've packed for this game. So let's get started with this Bergen then. So, at the bottom, I've got my sleep kit so I can get to it nice and easily. A nice 3-4 season rucksack. For those who are interested, it's a Lamina Z34F. Sort of comfortable down to about 0 degrees. It packs down quite nice and light. Got my self-inflating mattress. Really nice bit of kit. Packs down nice and small, but keeps you off the ground and much warmer than you would do even with the really thick roll mat. Okay, and then I've also got, just in case, I've got a bivvy bag. You never know what might happen. Plus, for a bit of extra warmth, I've got a bivvy bag as well. And this one is a old British Army Gore-Tex. So it's not very trick, not very exciting. Just got it in this stuff sack. So that's it for the sleep kit. Let's look at what else I've got in here. So say the top part of this is stuff which will go into my day sack for the game. I'll transfer that once we get onto the site. So I've got a warm layer. This is a really nice down jacket, keeps me nice and warm. May end up playing with this because we're playing into the night. If I need an extra layer when I'm sleeping, I can wear that as well. So a few things in here. I've got my AEG batteries. I've got 3, all of the same type to run my AEGs. This is my T20 thermal for night, playing at night for spotting. I've seen a review of that on the channel before. Battery boxes, so I've got spare batteries for everything that I'm running. I'll put fresh batteries in before we go, but I'm running night vision, lasers, torches, headsets, thermal, so I need a lot of batteries. So I've got a nice battery box in there, and I'll be carrying some in the counterweight pouch on my helmet once we get to that. Okay, so in here I've got a set of BNVD 40 QS's, night vision, wrapped up nice and safe. These will go onto my helmet for the night game. Really looking forward to running these, review coming soon. I'll show you them a bit closer when we get onto my helmet rig. Okay, my Haley sling, this fits both of my AEGs, my primary and my secondary. Really nice bit of kit, so QD mounts, fully adjustable, goes from a 2-point to a single point really nice and easily. Again, I'll show you that again once we get to the guns. Right, clothes, oh not quite yet. Odin speed loader, brilliant, absolutely love this thing. So clothes, so I'm on the LOS ZETAS side, which is kind of a drug cartel. So we're not wearing much military kit, so we're wearing a bit of what you kind of traditional green, DPM or US Woodland, but it's got to be matched with civilian kit as well. So I'm kind of going to take 2 sets. So I've got my lumberjack shirt, and what I'm doing is I'm taking at least 2 sets. Probably going to take 3. I'll take the set I'm going to wear to the game. I'll now take 2 sets of playable clothes, just in case I get wet or it gets dirty or I fall over in a puddle or something along those lines. I know I've got another set to change into, and I've got a set to go home in or a set to sleep in if I need to. So very standard lumberjack shirt. Got some for the bottoms for this kit. I've got a set of Yarraven Kebs in khaki. These are great, lovely stretch panels. Work really well. Okay, there's nothing really I find keeps you warmer and happier than good socks. So I've got 3 sets of Bridgedale hiking socks, one for each day, and either one to sleep in to keep me nice and warm, or if one of these gets cold. Good thing about wool socks is they tend to stay warm even when they're a bit damp. I've got the neck scarf, so all the guys on my side, the OP4 so to speak, will be wearing these, as well as our mix of green military and civilian kit to make sure that we're recognisable. Really nice way of making sure everyone knows who's who. Thermal base layer. It gets warm out there. I tend to run quite hot, and again I've got another one of those just to make sure that if one set gets soaking, I've got another set. Okay, so more base layers. Pants. So these are really good by a company called Spider. Kind of sports underwear. Keep me nice and dry, keep me going. Again, I've got 3 sets, 1 for each day in a set if I get wet, and again I can sleep in a nice set there. I'll be wearing the jeans I'm going to play with to the site, and for that set I'm going to be wearing a US Woodland top. So as you can see, quite a lot of clothes needed. Pretty much 3 days, Friday night, Saturday night, playing on Sunday, so playing Saturday and Sunday, so I need a fair amount of clothes. If the weather's good, all good, but it could be thoroughly miserable, in which case it'd be utterly horrible. So let me get the clothes packed away, and then we'll get back to what else I've got in this Bergen. Okay, so that was the clothes. Now we're going to the side pockets, and the side pockets are where I've got my food and everything else along those lines for the weekend. So in this side pocket in this Bergen, I've got coffee, super important for me, powdered coffee. I'm going to be running mainly military rations. We kind of have a bit of a series on the channel where we open and have a look at military rations. So I've got loads and loads spare. This is basically a big bag of snacks. I've also got some civilian gels, mainly caffeine gels, and some civilian caffeinated flapjacks as well from my kind of sporting days to keep me going. So a big bag of snacks I can just dip into and pull out of stuff, and they'll go into my day bag and then into my fighting order. But yeah, all sorts in there. Got pâtés and savoury stuff as well as sweet. You can get really bored of eating sweet things after a long time. Peanut butter, pâtés, the lovely biscuits brown. Okay. Drinks, powders. So this is all of the stuff you can normally get in rations. The kind of powdered energy drinks. Quite a few of those to keep me going. One of my water bottles. Pretty much just going to use this for brewing up. And then on the other side, spare gas. Probably already guessed. Jet boil. These are brilliant for all sorts of stuff. If you're out even just going out for a walk in the hills or whatever, you want to be able to warm some water up, make some meals. Jet boil. If you haven't seen these before, the heating element screws onto the bottom of this flask. You put water in this flask. You don't cook in the flask, but you heat water in it, and you can heat your rations inside the flask as well. It boils in about a minute. Absolutely amazing bit of kit, much better than Hexi or even small camping stoves if you're just out for a bit. Brew kit, teas, coffees, powdered soups, stuff in there. Hot chocolate, which will be, I'm sure, I'll be quite popular. use for bribes maybe later on. And then main meals. So I've got 5, 6, 7 main meals and some hot sauce on top. Again, these are all military rations. Beef goulash, rice, tuna pasta, some curry. Really good stuff in there. Again, I'm going to need 4 or 5 different hot meals over the weekend, so that gives me a good choice of what I want to eat and when. And some eating implements, don't forget those. Okay, so that should see me right. I'm also going to take, you won't have it here, I'm going to take about 12 litres of water, so 6-pack of 2 litre still mineral water bottles, and that'll see me through, no problems. In the top of the Bergen, sort of easy to reach areas. Nice woolly hat. Sunglasses, these are my ESS. They're ballistic rated, so they're also useful as spare eye pro. My actual eye pro, the ESS crossbows. Love these things. I'm also going to take another backup pair of eye pro, probably some mesh ones with a band to sleep in. I wouldn't normally play in mesh, but for sleeping in they can be quite a bit more comfortable, and with the band they stay on your head. Little torch. Okay, plastic bag, toilet roll, and some moist towelettes. You can never guarantee if there's going to be enough. And then my little admin roll. So this is a British Army 556 bandolier, in which I've got another pack of tissues, things like just basic fire lighting kit, toothbrush, toothpaste, quite a bit of paracord just in case I need it, mirror, a couple of lighters, handy wet wipes, just give yourself a bit of scrub in the morning, clean down any wounds, and again some fire lighting stuff just for a bit of a laugh really, but you never know. And a small multi-tool, just really handy little thing to take out with me. And this is nice because if you want to go off for a wander down to it, if you want to go to wander to the toilets or anything else, or have a wash, you can just pick this up, sling it over your shoulder, and you're all sorted really. So it works out quite nicely. I actually quite recommend these, they're quite good fun. Okay, so that is the content of my Bergen. As you can see, I've managed to get quite a lot into that. We're going to be a bit limited on space, and the organiser wants us to keep the amount of stuff we're carrying quite low. Also, although this game we're in the safe zone sleeping, at other games you may have to walk a couple of potentially up to a couple of miles to get into position, and if you're carrying an average bit of luggage, you're going to be in real trouble. So again, this is a surplus Bergen. This is surplus Bergen. This is quite a nice one, but you can pick up British military Bergens for not much money at all, and they'll do you right. Okay, let's get this stuff away, and then we'll go into the rest of my kit. Okay, so that's my Bergen packed away. I'm going to be using a set of lower boots. These are my lower Zephyrs, great for urban. They are waterproof, but I wouldn't want to go for heavy wood with them. But the area we're in is mainly it's an old RAF base, so they'll be fine. And I'll take another pair of boots, which I'll wear to the site as well. And so that gives me 2 again, in case if one gets wet. Wet feet and wet boots will ruin a day like nothing else. Okay, so what am I going to fight in? So again, we're going to be in mixed civvies and military kit. Green camouflage military kit to differentiate us from the TAF for the kind of good guys or the task force, who are going to be in your kind of standard tan, multicam, desert sort of loadouts. So my helmet, my normal FMA bump hat, taking the multicam cover off so we don't get any blue on blue. This has got upgraded suspension and pads, largely for comfort, but also to take the weight of this, this is my, well, not mine, these are borrowed from Scott Country International, thank you very much. These is a set of Fleur BNVD 40 QSs using the white phosphor system, so you get like a white and black palette rather than the traditional green. These are fantastic. Really looking forward to trying these out because we're playing till about 11 o'clock at night. These combined with the IR laser on my rifle. We'll see what happens, but it should be fantastic. I hope to get some footage for you guys. Okay, these are on my Wilcox L4 mount, which is great, really adjustable, really dependable. Again, mounted onto a Wilcox shroud. These are both real steel. These are £5 so I don't want to drop them. Also on the cat weight pouch, which will basically be full of batteries to run all the electronics. Got a set of ear moors, noise cancelling headphones. Not the greatest thing in the world, but for airsoft purposes, pretty good. And there will be a lot of bangs going on, so ear protection inside buildings, absolute must for this op. And also, that's where my radio is going to run through. Also got on this a set of emergency glasses, not necessarily just for me, in case someone else gets into trouble, but another set of eye pro just ready to go on the back of my glasses. Okay, that's my helmet. I've got another set of ear pro and comms in case I'm not wearing my helmet, which I probably won't be for quite a lot of the game. I'm going to run just a beanie hat or something else instead. So a backup set of comms, and again if my first set of comms go down. So this is we're going to run this as a day pack. A lot of the stuff from the Bergen will end up getting transferred into the day pack when we move to the fob during the game. That just allows me to take any food, water, jet oil that I think I'm going to need, ammo, pyro and the rest of it. Okay, so but in here just for transport and getting to the site, I've got the kit, the gear I'm going to fight with. As you'll see, carrying tissues everywhere is quite a common theme with me, you never know. So first thing I come to is my FRV tailoring gunfighter belt, really nice bit of kit, British manufactured. On here I've got they've got a G-code RTI mount. It's great, which means I can swap my HW holster in between different sets of kit and not have to buy a new holster each time. So just a TM Glock 17, Ulight Valkyrie weapon light. Again, we're playing in dark and in buildings, so light's really important. Clone RMR sight. It's not great, but hey, it'll do. And then two normal magazines. On the belt, don't carry much on the belt, he says. 2 mag pouches, 2 pistol Glock pouches, and a TRMR holster. Come on, pyro, and just a really basic Viper dump pouch. I actually really like this dump pouch. Tried loads of different ones, and this one's still my favourite. This belt's cool, quite low profile. It's a 2-part belt, so you have a Velcro inner belt, sorry about the noise, which goes through your loops on your trousers, and then the outer belt just Velcros onto that. So it's really stable, really secure. Again, for a lot of the game, certainly the early bit of it, probably won't be running tooled up the whole time, but it's there if I need it. My main rig for the game. So this is an On One Tactical. This is a US company. They're quite a small kind of veteran-owned tailoring company, and this is a chest rig. So just a chest rig with a dangler. I was thinking about taking a plate carrier or a set of belt kit, and actually, again, this is why it's important to read the documentation. We're going to be operating out of a fob. We're going to be respawning from the fob, and actually this is a very mission-based, objective-based game, so we'll have new missions every 90 minutes, 2 hours anyway, so there'll always be a chance to go back to the fob and bomb up between games. So I don't need to carry a full load of survivors. I don't need to carry loads of water bottles and food and survival equipment and a jet bomb with me at all times. That can stay back at the fob. I have to run quite a lightweight rig. Okay, so my lightweight rig. IFAC first aid kit. I'm trauma trained, so I've got bandages, proper combat bandages. The tourniquet's mainly just for effect, but you never know. I've got a boo-boo kit, so just little plasters, cuts and scrapes, and I've got some tablets for me, so just some ibuprofen and some paracetamol, just in case I get a headache or anything along those lines, because that'll ruin your day as well. So magazine pouches. There's an 800 round loaded limit on the game. So for me, I'm running the PCS EPM mag. 4 of those in the rig, 1 of those in the gun. 150 rounds per mag, 750 rounds. So that's it really. 5 mags is all I need. So even if I did take out my belt kit with extra mags on it, I couldn't actually carry many loaded than that anyway. and then there's about 100 rounds per secondary, so I've easily got enough between the pistol and the 2 spare mags. Got that covered. That's 2 mags. In the third mag pouch, set of mags, I've got a fairly ubiquitous Bearfang radio, but I've got the big extended battery on it. That should do me okay for the entire game. I have got a spare battery for the Bearfang, the shorter type, in my little battery box if I run out. So attached to that, I've got a Disco 32 vest antenna system. So there are no big sticky outy aerials, and that runs up the side, go around the back, and terminates up here. So it should peek out just above my shoulder. That's only really going to give you range a bit in squad, but it should be enough. Nice bit of kit, and then I've got a Davies T PTT set up on the other side. And this just runs inside the rig onto that end, and so I can then plug in either my separate comms or my helmet comms into that, and comms are sorted. Also hanging off this, I've got a Viper Scrote dangler pouch. I love these are great. All of the danglers from all the different manufacturers. So in here currently I've got my gloves stashed for the day. I've got my TRMR tremor. I'm going to be running a multi-shot 209 base on that one. And this is quite useful, little utility pouch. Currently I've got my Dynatech, this has got a 9mm adapter in at the moment, and then my spare blanks box. So these will probably go into the dangler pouch, and I can just carry some snacks in that little utility pouch. So that's my main fighting rig. So as I say, I'll carry it onto the site in my day bag, and then when the hostilities start, my day bag will then become my fob bag. Go to the fob with me. So also in this, I've got the mag for the gun that I'll be using, power bank. I'm probably going to be using a GoPro, and also to charge my phone. I can get about 8 charges out of that, so that's easily enough. And a few tools just to set down keys, a knife, and a multi-tool in there as well. So that's super useful, all sorts of super useful little stuff. And again, some tissues. And also here I'll be carrying the adapter for my phone, so I can use the power bank for that. Okay, awesome. So let's finish off with the guns I'll be using. Okay, so I'll be using 2 AUGs for the game, the weekend. I always take 2, just one as a backup to my primary in case it goes down. This is in a Nuprol large carry case. I think these are great value for money, available all over the place, and it's enough storage space for 2 guns. So let's show you what I'll be taking. Okay, here we go. So in here, I've managed to pack, getting on for 9,000 BBs. I've got 2 sets of Devil Blaster 2.8s, my normal BB that I'm really happy with, and I'm going to try out some Open Blaster 3.2s and just see what they do. So I've got 3,000 of those as well. Set of ASG Ultra Air, really like this stuff. It runs my TM really well in the cold, it's got no problems. So 2 AEGs. So my primary is currently the flash hider is in the box. This is my newly finished KWA KM4, which I've changed into a Mark 18 Mod 0. So I've had the trades done by JTAC. It's going to get just got not a very good coat of black on at the moment because I'm going to spray it tan. So Mark 18 Mod 0. And this is effectively set up for night fighting. So I've got white light, got a Nuprol PEC box, which is a IR laser, which is just about zeroable with a couple of mods, so that's then zeroed. The white light's on that pressure switch, the IR is on that pressure switch. This has also got a red laser, which is fairly useless, and a low power illuminator, a low power white light as well. The IR laser has isn't very focused in these, has a lot of splash. You can almost use it like an illuminator as well. fairly standard red dot. Inside is a Titan, Gate Titan, which I like. Absolutely, I love those in all of my guns now. I'm starting to fit them where I can. And that'll run on, this is connected, this is going to run on big 2600 milliamp 7.4 lipos stored in the box stock. I've got 3 just in case, all fully charged. I don't imagine I'll be needing all 3. I probably won't even get through 1, but I've got 3 just in case. 2 for this gun, my primary, and then 1 for my secondary. My secondary, this primary goes down, is my, you've probably seen this quite a lot on the channel, this is my little new prong Delta dummy well. And again I've got, and this will take the same batteries as this gun with a little Deans and Tamir adapter. Vortex Crossfire, red dot. I may well switch these 2 over just for the game. This is a lot lighter and the dot is a lot brighter, and it's just about light, dark enough at its lowest setting to run on night vision. Okay, and again these both have QD sockets in the rear and up front, so they'll take my Haley sling, which go across both guns. And I've got spare batteries for both red dots, CR232s for that, and LR44s for the other one. So I hope that helps. I've got an awful lot of stuff with me. Hopefully I use it all. These things are always a bit of a learning curve because you often go to events and find you don't need something or you forgot something. So what I'll probably do is put up a short note after the event, maybe just do a short episode, let you know how I got on, what kit I used, what I found useful, what I didn't find useful. Okay, thanks for watching. What would you take to a Milsim? Is there anything I've missed or you think I don't need? Please let me know in the comments down below. Please like, subscribe, ding that bell, and we'll see you next time.